Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You are here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. I am your average World of Warships player and your host, KBZ. And you are watching a Slightly Above Average Ship Review right now. All right, I got an interesting game for you guys here on Crash Zone in a domination match. We are going to be in the Tier 7 American Premium Battleship. There it is, the Alabama. Some people describe this as a Massachusetts without all the secondary guns. Whether that's true or not, um, who knows? There's a failed division on the other team that includes a Nuremberg, so that's enticing. And we're just kind of moving out here. Um, please keep an eye on this destroyer, and if somebody can figure out what that destroyer, the Benson, is doing during this match, I would really love to hear your comments or thoughts below. All right, so we're just trying to get somebody seen. However, the destroyer that's supposed to do the spotting is practically behind me, behind this cruiser. So I'm not really ready to rush in there. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we're just going to kind of hang out here, and we're going to engage who we can when we can until the destroyer decides to spot somebody. And my teammate in the Riga is like, "Hey, destroyer, what are you doing?" He's going around the outside of the islands here. I mean, please, somebody explain this to me. Apparently, I am not smart enough to figure it out. Now, there's a Sims in the cap. That Benson could rip the Sims apart. The Benson has 5 guns, the Sims has 4 guns. I mean, I just don't understand. So I'm shooting at this Nuremberg here. Yeah, see you later, Tier 5. First blood, kill number 1, and a dev strike. That's how you get it done, folks. Yeah, exactly. Whoever said that's real smart. All right, there is the Benson. What is this guy doing? All right, Sims. Don't know what he's doing, except for leaving the cap. He's getting lit up by our cruiser. And, let's face it, Sims could have been very easily wiped out by that Benson. He appears to have been driven off. If he has the long range torpedoes, they don't do a lot of damage. If he has the short range torpedoes, I'm out of his torpedo range, so I'm not really worried. Except about the mental health of our Benson player, who is not doing anything except for maybe spotting the Albemarle. And I probably just butchered that. I'm sorry. So he's quasi broadside-ish. So I am reaching out. I do have a accuracy build with Sims going on here in the Alabama, whereas I run Lee in a secondary build with the Massachusetts. By the way, that is kill number 2. This whoever keeps saying that really knows what's going on here. All right, now I'm going to try to shame the Benson into doing his job. And I love when other people answer for the person that I need to do their job. So we're spotted probably by the Richelieu, maybe by the Sims. At this point, who knows? But I am worried that the Sims is encroaching on us. So I'm going to maneuver to the other side of this island here, or at least towards it for now. All right, there's the Sims, way out of range. Again, what is the Benson doing? Benson player, if you watch this video, please just explain your thought process. I'm going to write a book about World of Warships players who have unusual ideas, and this is going to be one of the featured chapters because I have no idea what you're doing unless you are recording the outer edges of every map for a video you're making. Because you're certainly not contributing to the battle in any meaningful way. All right, So this Richelieu is moving in here. We are behind another battleship, so hopefully they get shot at first. Gonna come around the island, and we only got the front two turrets oriented that way, so we're gonna fire out at the Richelieu. I don't know if I would have gone broadside-ish in the Richelieu, but my aim was off, so he didn't really pay that big of a price for doing that. Um, Maybe if I'd aimed better, we'd have be working on kill number 3. All right, so we're going to skirt by the coastline here. See some torpedoes coming in because the Benson didn't kill the Sims. And the Sims must be running the short range torpedoes. So I realized if I just swing out a little bit here and then cut it back, which I do have the rudder shift to do, I am going to dodge all that. And Mr. Benson, you won't do your job. I'll do it for you. All right, there goes the Sims. Kill number 3. All right, so I see an Ochkov out there. I see a Nagato. Uh, it, I don't even think the Benson went into the Charlie Cap. I honestly don't. Couldn't even do that. All right, Massachusetts looks like it's going out of range. I'm going to try to get those over that island, although I'm not really hopeful. And yes, yes, we do. And we disable one of his turrets. All right, so right now, I don't want to push into Bravo. I've got a teammate right here next to me. There are more torpedoes, presumably from the Ochkov or maybe the other destroyer, and I would really love it if that Benson would come up here and try to find this guy and just spot him. That's all I want him to do. Just spot the destroyer so other people can kill him. Because he's just lobbing torpedoes here, and my man in the other battleship here is getting torn up, and I'm backing up, and I can't turn or go forward in time. But again, the range or lack thereof really helps me out. So those torpedoes fall short. All right, so take a look at my options. Ochakov, very tempting, but it's also very far away. Massachusetts, a little bit closer. Not sure if I led that the right way. And right now, we're just using our front turrets because there are too many enemy ships out there for me to want to expose my third turret and my side. By the way, 2 hits the Citadel on that mass, and he's headed to Davy Jones' locker. All right, so we're still down, but that's okay. 5-4. And we're going to engage this Nagato. I'm aiming up a little bit. And again, the destroyer's in the cap, but he's not doing anything. He needs to try to spot this other destroyer. And finally, someone spots him. And yes, I know it's a higher tier destroyer, but at least shoot at the guy. Put up a smoke screen, shoot at him. I mean, what do you have to lose there? But I just don't think any of that happened. All right, so we're looking at the Richelieu. That's the closest ship. And we're just going to engage him. And we do get some pretty good hits there. Ochakov coming around. And I'm hoping to get close enough to my teammate to trigger Will to Rebuild for him. In case he needs it. And we're going to size up this Ochakov here in a second. Now this is pretty far away. Now US battleships don't get aiming system mod 1. They get artillery plotting room, which is an 11% dispersion boost or decrease. So I am running that here on the Alabama. Again, just hoping anyone besides me will shoot at the Z-23. I mean, we got a cruiser, we got the other destroyer. I have no idea where the other destroyer is at this point. But it's up to me, and of course I miss. Finally, the other destroyer comes in and shoots some torpedoes, and maybe you can see why he hung back for so long. I don't know what he did, but he got detected, I guess, and He's getting lit up like a Roman candle. Of course, the torpedoes come in, as well as the Bismarck. Benson gets taken out by the Bismarck. The torpedoes fall short. We shoot at the Bismarck and really do a ton of damage. He is still alive. And at this point, I think if I press the action here, can finish off the Bismarck, and then we can take out these other ships and maybe try to win this game. Because we're not going to win it on points. We're going to win it by killing the enemy team. All right, that other battleship in the rear has got an island between me and him. And so I really feel, well, I really did feel great about that. But the Riga and the Bismarck took each other out. Now I got this Ochkov over here. And I don't think my teammate can shoot around the rock to get to him. So that's fine. Uh, you know, I'm just going to have to deal with that for now. I've got this Richelieu out here to worry about as well. So everybody's getting awards but me. All right, we're going to size up the Ochkov. He did go broadside. I think that's a mistake. Yes, it is a mistake. Kraken Unleashed. Kill number 5. All right, so we got Bravo. We got Charlie. It's me and my teammate against this Richelieu and the Z-23. Here come the torpedoes. I can't dodge them at all. I do take 2, and I'm just pushing towards the Richelieu. I want to see if I can get his broadside, or better yet, see if I can spot the Z-23. Because if somebody's going to spot him, it's going to be me. Hoping to knock out the Richelieu's guns with that salvo. I thought that looked like a pretty good grouping. They just don't do any damage. In hindsight, I should have switched to HE right there after that shot didn't do a ton of damage. So here I have the Z-23 lit up, and I would hope that if you're the other ship in this situation, you would shoot at the Z-23. I really hope that. Unfortunately, even though I launched my plane, I can't find the Z-23. Meanwhile, the Richelieu lit me on fire, 2 fires, and I'm getting burnt down quickly. My teammate is dead, presumably at the hands of the Z-23. So I don't even think I knew that at this point, that my teammate was dead. So really, there's not much I can do. I can't see the Z-23. Maybe I can ram the Richelieu as last act of defiance on my way to death. And even though we damage or hit the repair, it is not enough, and we get killed. Oh boy. All right. Here's the defeat screen. Kraken Unleashed Metal, Devastating Strike, First Blood, 97,352 total damage, 5 kills, 4 hits to Citadel, 379,200 silver, 31 ship XP and commander XP in a loss. All right, here is the scoreboard. The Riga actually finished ahead of us. We did have those 5 kills. The Benson actually got a kill. I mean, I just don't know why he had to go all the way around side the island. And the Sims, well, he was in the game. I don't think he contributed meaningfully in any way. Don't worry, I got a great review of the Sims coming up for you guys later on. So that's the game in the Alabama. Um, I like it. I think it's a good premium, and I would buy it if I needed one. All right. So we went with AA Guns Mod 2, simply because there's no aiming system. Damage Con Mod 2, Target Acquisition System Mod 1, and the Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2. As you can see, significantly decreases the dispersion. I recommend that for any ship that can take it. And I believe it's unique to US ships. All right, loadout, 3 charges of the repair party, 3 charges of the spotter plane, We did run the Epic Battle Booster for range movement speed and a decrease in our reload of consumables. Got that Type 9 permanent camo and the Independence Day 21 flag. 65,960 hit points and a 49% torpedo damage reduction with our build. We've got those three triple 406 millimeter turrets, 19.7 kilometer firing range, reload in 29.1 seconds, turn in 30.4 seconds. HE shells do 5,700 damage with a 36% fire chance. AP shells do 13,100 damage. You do have 10 twin 127 secondaries, firing range 5 kilometers, reload every 6 seconds. HE shells do 1,800 damage with a 5% fire chance. In essence, those are U.S. destroyer guns in twin turret mounts. Do not recommend a secondary build for this ship. All right, here's a look at our AA defense. As you can see, it is 99 with that mod in slot 1, and your secondaries do count as AA. Maneuverability, 28.3 knots, 710 meter turning circle, 16.1 second rudder shift time. And concealment, 14.7 on the surface, 12.3 from the air, 14.9 when firing in smoke. All right, take a look at the armor viewer. Well, my favorite color is purple. We're going to take it all off here in a moment. All right, that was what I was waiting for. You have a blow-water citadel. These stupid buildings in this port won't let me get down to the water line, but I believe it is at the water line. You are prone to plunging fire, as you can see in the superstructure from above. Put that bow back on, 32 millimeter bow. So if you're a mathematician, you know what that means. I do like my barbettes are heavily armored and the turret faces are heavily armored. So that's all well and good. Torpedo plating and the casemate armor and the superstructure. So there it is. That is the armor profile of the Alabama. Now let's take a look at our commander, level 16 legendary, level 3 William Sims. Base trait adds hit points. We got Cunningham and Madden. We went with Flammable Cannoneer, Crisscross, Marksmanship, just because I don't think the other skill is worth anything. Reaching Out XXL. I would never use Properly Meticulous on the ship. And I don't like the damage con duration reduction on this skill. And Will to Rebuild, of course, is our legendary skill. I wouldn't blame you if you used Fight Fire with Fire. That's the Alabama, folks. Hope you enjoyed this cracking gameplay. If you did, hit that like button. I'll see you on the next video.